Okay, so I've been reading a bunch of comics, been back on my comic game. As you can see, this is my reading wall here. Most of these are new, the ones back here. Some of them I want to reread, but most of these are new. I just added a bunch to my collection. So yeah, I've just been getting back into comics last few months, which has been awesome. Took an extremely long hiatus, but I will say the Absolute Universe was the one that brought me back. So very nice, very nice. So I just have a bunch of comics that I've read in the past month and a half, maybe 2 months, that I just want to talk about. So none of these are in any order. I just like to talk about comics. So yeah, listen in. If you have any recommendations or anything like that, feel free to recommend me more in the comments. So let's get started. So with the first one here, Batman Damned. This is by Lee Bermejo, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, and Azzarelli. I'm unsure exactly who that guy is, but mostly known for Bermejo just because of the art and, of course, the Batwang in this. That has now been erased from everything. This came out, I believe, a decent, well, like probably like 6 years ago, maybe more. I remember when it came out, I couldn't find it at any like comic shop because it was kind of stupid, but that's a whole thing. But I have the hardcover here. Now, I've read this multiple times, but I don't know, just getting back into comics, rereading this. I think this is kind of a little divisive, I think is what it is on like the internet, but I don't know. I've loved this. I love this comic so much. It's very short. I believe it was the front runner for Black Label when it first came out. It was like, oh, we're gonna start doing more, gritty and spooky stuff, and we're gonna start showing penis. So that's what I believe it was supposed to be. But I don't know, man. Like, look at this art. Like Bermejo's art. Like, you can. I understand if you don't like the story. Because it is kind of divisive with what happens, but I mean, all I don't know. It's just like what Mr. Steve says at my local comic book store. Good art can carry a bad story, but bad art, it vice versa type thing there. So, but this has, in my opinion, great art and a great story. Very interesting story, very different. Bermejo likes to go into the psyche of Batman, kind of similar to Grant Morrison's Asylum, which we also talk about. But I don't know. I mean, I will 100% have a spoiler in this. I mean, we are going through Justice League, so spoiler warning, because this is a fantastic comic, and it is a short read if you want to read it. So, the Joker died, that's the whole thing, and we go through Batman's, like, psyche that we find out is his, like, purgatory. And he has to like go through all these things, and kind of like Ghost of Christmas Past situation where he's being led through these events with Constantine to like deal with Batman's the one that died, not the Joker, not the one that fell from the river, or I guess they both were, but whatever. But Batman died of a fatal stab wound from Joker, so now the world is without a Batman. And at the very end, Joker gets out and he does the killing joke thing, and it's a perfect homage to that. But it is so freaking cool. I love this comic, and it has the Noel suit. I will glaze the Noel suit till the day I die. I love this suit. It's so freaking cool with just like how the bat symbol goes just into his cape. It's the coolest suit. I love it. And Bermejo's art just brings this sucker to life. It's phenomenal. It's one of my favorites. So after that, we have another Black Label, One Dark Night by Jock. Now, I've never read any really Jock, I guess. But this one is about, there's this enemy bad guy named WMD. That's like his initials. He's just like, he's like an EMP type thing. Or no, not WMD, EMP, stupid. So yeah, EMP. Now his ability is EMPs. He generates massive EMPs. Very dangerous villain. Very, very dangerous. And this whole thing, very short, again, about the same length as Damned. It just sucks. This one sucks. There aren't a lot here that suck, but The art sucks. The story sucks. It's boring. Now, I don't know if like if this is supposed to be like I don't know. I don't really know the reviews on it if it's great or anything, but I did not like it. I mean, I don't know. I know I think he worked on Black Mirror. I haven't read that. Um but I want to, I think. But yeah, this was not good. The again, like I said, the art it's like fine, but I don't know. It's really weird. It's very similar to the modern age Matt Fraction suit if you like see there. Um the art works when Batman's face isn't shown because I don't know, I don't really like the way Jock draws faces. And again, the story is just really boring. It's a really cool concept of Batman trying to he's like helping the police, transfer EMP to like Blackgate or it's Blackgate to Arkham, one of the two. But it's a very cool concept that they're going through the streets and of course some bad stuff happens. He runs into more villains, all things that are trying to release him, all this stuff. A very cool concept that he's going through Gotham like he has nothing. He's losing all his things because he has to keep using them. So again, one Dark Knight, it sucks. He needs to get this mass destruction guy into a facility, but I don't know. It just falls short. I feel it was really boring. I mean, the fight scenes were okay. I mean, I don't know. It was just I just didn't like it. I wasn't connecting with the story. I don't know. It was not good. So that's that. Again, One Dark Knight I would not recommend reading. So after that, we have a classic here that again I have not read. Is Batman Arkham Asylum, Serious House on Serious Earth. Now this was phenomenal. I love this like macabre painting art. I mean like you can see here. I mean it's kind of hard to see on the camera of course, but these are like paintings. It's insane. Kind of similar to Bermejo's art, but more like the Outlast comic series, if any of you guys have ever read those. But like it's kind of more very, very macabre. I don't really know the artistry terms of it, but the way that they have Batman's silhouette here, if you can see that, he has like these really curled wings there. Very, very stylistic, very cool. Now it's very short. All this white stuff here, that's literally just like the script because the way Grant Morrison writes, I guess, is like a movie script. So that was kind of cool. The way it's told is very, very interesting. It is definitely not a first Batman reader's book, I would say. It's a kind of it's a hard read if you're not familiar with the mythos of Batman. Again, this one delves into his psyche, as you can tell. That's probably the ones that I like a lot. But we see most of his rogues gallery here. People are taking over Arkham Asylum. We see Joker do some crazy stuff, and also do his Joker stuff. So it is a really cool read. And I don't know. I just like. I mean, you could think it looks funny. I mean, it does, but I don't know. I really, really like this like spooky, eerie Joker that they do. They make him kind of feel really creepy in it. Like he's that fun trickster guy, but he'll also murder you. So that's what Grant Morrison, I would say, really understands the Joker here. And I like how just pissed off Batman is in this thing. He's just done. So I really like this book. I could talk a lot more about a book, but I really don't want to spoil this one. It's just really cool to see Batman go through Arkham. And also we get an Amadeus Arkham kind of side story with this. So we get some lore there. So that's pretty cool. So this was a definitely recommend book. Next on the list, we have another Jock book with Scott Snyder. Now, I've read this before. I wanted to read it again just because I wanted to read it. The Batman Who Laughs. I have not kept up with the entirety of Dark Knight's Metal and Death Metal, all that. I know the rough story, with the Darkest Night and all that ending stuff, which was cool. But I wanted to reread this. Definitely really overhyped, The Batman Who Laughs. I like it. It's fun. It's a fun Scott Snyder story. But it's just... It's fine. It's not bad. It's not great. It's a fun read just to see how maniacal the Batman Who Laughs is, and again seeing all the different versions of Batman that are bad. The Grim Knight's cool because he's pretty much the Punisher Batman with firearms. That's pretty much what it is. But it is interesting to see Batman figure out how to beat him. It is very cool to see that. I liked it a lot. Again, I believe Jock did the art. It's just bland. I don't know. I see, like, that's his bat suit. Like, I like the coloring. Just the proportions of Batman are just very odd. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I've never really liked it. But the story's fun. It's very comic booky. You know, there's a variant cover right there. I don't know. It's just I don't mess with it. It's fine, but again, just to see who the character is, it's cool. There's a million other spin-offs, but you know, this is you're good to skip it, good to read it, whatever. It's a little bit in the middle. Nothing great, nothing horrible. It's fun, but just, you know, the art is not good. So another one here. I've never read this one. This is Constantine, Volume 1. This was his, I don't know if this was Rebirth. It might be Rebirth. I don't remember. It was something. So yeah, this was a fun little read. I think there's like 4 volumes of this. This was cool. I mean, I love Constantine. It is really neat. The art is cool. John Constantine is hilarious. It's just him screwing with people with natural forces and then them getting mad. The Spectre's there. Like to see that. I haven't read too much Constantine. I bought a new book. I think it's like Hell something back there. But this was a fun little read to get introduced to the character more and learn his stuff. There's Shazam in there. They do some cool stuff with that. Some like combination with Constantine. So that was really fun to see. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of really excited to read more into this because, you know, Constantine gets everybody pissed at him in this book just for the stuff that he does, you know, him just trying to save the world and whatnot. But I don't know. I really like it. It's just classic Constantine. I think who wrote this? Fox, Ray Fox, it looks like. Yeah, they really understand the character and I don't know. It's really fun. All right. So, okay, I probably messed up when it comes to reading these, but I bought Fables Camelot because I really like the cover because, like, how can you not like that cover? That's awesome. And, like, King Arthur on the Round Table in the back. So, this is volume 20 of Fables. Kind of messed up there, but I was a little lost, I'm not going to lie. But I did understand a lot from playing the game. So, I could fill in the blanks. This thing immediately starts with kind of like a spoiler about Bigby, but what are you going to do? But this is pretty much about Little Red Riding Hood starting her own version of the Round Table. So it's just kind of going through like Fabletown or whatever. I don't really remember what it was called. There's like contests of people trying to become the next Round Table, and it's really cool. And there's some familial drama with Bigby and some other people I really don't know the name of. But it's them just forming like a protection agency of the Round Table to make Fabletown nicer. I don't know. It was really cool. I really like a lot of the characters. I felt like I knew, you know, most of them from The Wolf Among Us. But I don't know. It was really cool. The art is amazing. I just love like this medieval advertisement type stuff here, and then every single new chapter there's like this, there's the wolf here and this little bird, and I really like it. It looks really nice. But yeah, the art, I think these are like semi-older comics. I don't know when they came out. Let me see if it says here. Yeah, I have no idea. But I don't know. Just the art is really cool. It's very stylistic. Just, I like how there's like little roses and flowers on the edges of it. I don't know. It gives it that medieval feel. And just like, I mean, look at that. They're like little like movie posters in here. I mean, just the popping, like the font, medieval font is so cool. I mean, the color work is very good on these. So yeah, I definitely want to read more Fables because I am not familiar with the world other than The Wolf Among Us, which I think is like completely different from the actual comics by what I remember, I think. It's just like a whole little other thing. So that's cool. All right. So getting into one of the series I always wanted to read but never did, Preacher. I have read both Volume 1 and Volume 2. I haven't really read Garth Ennis. I understand. He's a little cringe. So that's the one sucky part about Preacher. But I will say, this first volume, I mean, same as the second, it, gripped me all the way through. I was very surprised on how much I liked it. I finished it very quickly, and just the story, the concept of this dude, this random preacher guy, has the word of God, and he can literally tell anybody to do anything, which is awesome. And the only sucky part about this story is Garth Ennis being Garth Ennis. He is cringy to every extent. I mean, randomly bringing up sexual assault, rape, all this crazy stuff for no reason for like 3 pages, and then it's back to normal. So I would say, other than that, story-wise, it's phenomenal. I understand the hype. You can get these things for dirt cheap. I got like both of these for like $5 each. Pretty good buy for $5. I think there's 6 more issues, or sorry, I think I have 4 more issues, I believe, of this version. I don't really know. But yeah, the characters are awesome. Jesse Custer, Tulip, Cassidy, they're all really cool. It's really funny at certain points, but just the suggestive themes really put me out of it sometimes, so thankfully those aren't a lot. And Garth Ennis can just be really annoying with his language. He talks like he's a 7-year-old. I mean, it's very annoying, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, come on, dude. How old are you? I don't remember how old you were writing these, but I'm sure you were not 10 years old. The art style, I like it. It's very interesting, as you can see. It's very, kind of old school. I mean, it was made in like the 90s, early 2000s, I believe. But it works. What is it? Scott? Yes. Oh, no, Steve Dillon has these very interesting, kind of realistic, macabre covers, which are cool and not. Some of them are like really, really good, and then like it's just like, why did you make Cassidy's face look like that or something? I don't know. It's very interesting. The art, like I like a lot like this, which are good, but like sometimes he'll have like weird like neck stuff. I don't know. That's just criticizing the art. Cover is not really anything, but I don't know. It's a very good read. I'm very excited to see where the story goes. Again, great ideas, interesting execution on Garth Ennis's part. So yeah, that is Preacher. And then we have Absolute Wonder Woman. Now, I am fully caught up on Absolute Wonder Woman. I just have the first trade paperback I got for Christmas, so that was nice. But yeah, this is one of the best Absolute. I'm not fully caught up on the Absolute. I'm only caught up on Batman and Wonder Woman, and a few of the one-shots. But no, she is definitely number 2 here. I mean, it can be argued for number 1, but just because I love Batman more, I'm going to put him up there number 1. But she is so freaking close. This is one of the best iterations of Wonder Woman we have seen, I believe. The outfit she has is so freaking cool. I mean, the kind of flip on the head of her being raised in hell is really cool. I mean, her mother being Cersei and them on Aiaya and all that stuff is very cool. And just being a fan of, mythology, as always, she is very cool. The art is very cool. It's very different from the normal Absolute universe, so that is really cool to see. It's very, go figure, very mythology. There's a lot of, like interesting things, specifically when we get to what is it? It was the one they did like a special artist, whatever, but it's the one where we got to see what is his name? Prometheus. Like, this art in it, holy smokes. That stuff was crazy. And just her regular art is good as well. I mean, I'm trying to find some things here. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's very different from the Absolute universes that we're used to, specifically Batman. But I like that they, even with all the darker tones, is that they kept Wonder Woman's spirit. She's from hell, but she is a force of good. So whenever we have the big whole team up, now I know Batman and Wonder Woman have already teamed up, but when they get Superman, she is like the glimmer of, you know, love and hope, peace, all that stuff. So I really like how they're keeping that with her character because she kind of is. I feel like in this universe, more specifically, she's going to be the glue that holds Batman and Superman together. I hope, I think, but I don't know. I very much like it. It is very cool. Specifically, if you like mythology, they do a lot of more stuff in this. Very interesting, specifically in regards to down below in Hell, the mythology there. So that is really, really neat, and I'm excited to see where they go with that. All right, so next on the list is a little bit of a departure, Persepolis. I just bought this because I'm like, oh, I wanted to read that, and I know it's on the banned book list, so I'm like, yeah, I'll read it. So this follows, oh, Jesus. Yeah. What is it? Satrapi, whatever. Yeah, during the Islamic Revolution. It's literally just her story going through it with her family, with her in her class and everything going on in the Islamic Revolution and just everything her people were going through. And it's kind of more of a, with all the horrible things, all the killings that happened during the Islamic Revolution, she wants to, again, and like anything, whenever there is a bad thing, a horrible killing happening, there are still normal people that have to live there and operate normal however you can. So this is pretty much her like little biography of saying, hey, this is what was happening during the time, and wants to humanize everybody because when you see Islamic Revolution, you think, oh my god, from media, whatever, they're all savages, all this, whatever. But no, there's real people that exist, and this is just a one person's story, and very, very interesting story. Leave it at that. With the Islamic Revolution, and the art is very simple but effective, I would say. Very stupid that I know this is on banned book lists, but you have anything Islam and it'll be banned. So there's that. But yeah, I don't know. It's very sad with a lot of the things that happen. I know there's a sequel. I might pick that up if I find it. But no, it is very, very, very good. I definitely recommend it. Okay, all right. So out of the list, I will definitely say that this one is one of my favorites. This is Sin City: The Hard Goodbye. Now, I have seen the movie way, way, way before. I've never read the actual comic. So this is Frank Miller's, one of his magnum opuses, I guess. But this thing is a page-turner. I probably say I never really read a comic faster than this. It is just, I guess you could say that there's not a lot of dialogue in it, but then there's like some random like lore drops. But I'm seeing the movie. This thing is pretty freaking accurate. Go figure. Frank Miller directed it, so you would, assume. But no, this is good. I'm kind of sad I never really read it, before. But I don't know. I loved every second of it. I'll probably read it again here soon just because I liked it that much. I know there's like multiple volumes. I think people say like after issue 3 it just starts to fall off with that. That's just pretty much Frank Miller. It's either like the best thing you've ever written, like Dark Knight Returns, or The Dark Knight Strikes Again. Ooh. But yeah. So that's pretty much, I don't know. The art is, of course, iconic. It's that black and white noir feel. It's just awesome. I really liked it. It's just a crime thriller, revenge story. Simple as that. Nothing really special to it. It's just good. You have our protagonist here that, someone's nice to him for one time in his life, so he goes on this crazy revenge story. It's very, very good. I could glaze this book more, but I would just recommend reading it because it is, it's like 170 pages. You could finish this so quickly. So that's that. And the last one here, I would say, is the biggest stinker of all, Spawn: The Dark Ages. Now, I was hyped to read this puppy. It's 750 pages, it's nothing to scoff at. So, it's an undertaking, but, I was excited, seeing the art in the beginning. I was, very, very, I'm like, oh man, this is going to be sick. I've never read Spawn. I've only seen the movie. Look at this. We get some really cool, colorful art here of just how cool Spawn looks. And, I gotta admit, I mean, like, this type of coloring in the book just, like, goes out the window in the later issues. It just gets, like, to the same color. Like, I don't know why. It kind of really makes me upset. It's just everything is, like, brown and gray. It and green. It's so it sucks to look at, and it, like, he's not in this book. Like, Spawn is in the book, but he's, like, not the main character. I felt like it's like these sub stories of these people. Now I don't know if that's how Spawn, like, works, but that's not how I would assume Spawn comics go. Now I don't know. I saw this had good reviews, which I don't get it at all. I mean, there are not a lot of stinkers, but, like, this one just sucks. Spawn, his design is cool, and then he's balding, which is, like, why. The beginning, like, first 5 issues, I would say, were good, and then after that, it's just, like, I think there's, like, 27 issues in this thing, and it just goes downhill so fast. Like, there's this, like, arc where, like, there's this Messiah person, and it's like, dude, I get it, but what are we doing? Like, show me Spawn. I want to see him fighting things, and he doesn't. I feel like he doesn't fight that much, and then he's at the very end. He's like, he fights a little bit. I don't know. I was just very disappointed. That's not what I would have assumed that it would be. I don't know. And then that's the thing. He, like, loses the ability of Spawn, which I, like, understand that's what he was trying to do. But it just wasn't fun. It's like, dude, do Spawn things. And then you lost the ability to do Spawn things, but you still look like Spawn. So now we have Spawn with no green eyes. What are we doing? So I don't know. I'm getting rid of this somehow. But yeah, that was the most disappointing book I read in that list. I have a lot more to read. The next one I have here is Lady Mechanica. Don't know what this is, but it's steampunk and it looks awesome. I flipped through the pages and I saw some really cool, like, metalhead dude, so that was cool. So yeah, that's pretty much my little comic roundup. I'm sure I'll make more of these videos. If you have any comments or comic recommendations or anything at all, put it down in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.